So glad you guys are here today, and we are not wasting any time. We're going to jump right in. So today's video is all about lunch packing and food prepping. And so it's got a little bit of a twist on all the other videos I've been seeing out right now that are really popular as we head back to school. This one will definitely include some really fun, unique options for kid lunches, but I also don't want to forget about us adults, us parents. We need to pack lunches too, and that can apply to people that work outside or in the home. So I hope you'll enjoy that portion as well, not just the back to school for kids lunch portions. And so this first portion we'll watch is just going to be all about the kid lunches. I'll show you like the sped up version of me packing it, and then I'll pause and tell you exactly what I packed. And if there's something kind of unique in there, I'll share where I got it from. And right here, I'm just showing you guys my favorite lunch packing containers. So these Bent Go boxes have been my favorite. So they're amazing. You'll see the box back there of the 2-pack of bento boxes. Those are at Costco right now for like $19.99 or something like that, which is an amazing deal. So I had one in my Amazon cart. It was a 3-pack for like $47. So getting 2 for 19 something is amazing. But these portion containers, they're the perfect size for like a snack style lunch, perfect size for kid lunches. The kid ones have like a rubber grippy thing around the side so they can't like slide off the lunch table at school. And they've got really good, like, I don't know how you explain it, but like little rubber sections on the top that hold everything in each of their little compartments, so there's no spilling. Things aren't sliding from one compartment to the other while they're in your kids' backpacks. And then these little containers you're seeing me hold up right now are perfect for a lunch or a daytime snack at school. So crackers, vegetables, whatever. So let's hop into the actual footage and pack some yummy lunches. So in today's lunch, we have got a little Danimals strawberry banana yogurt drink and some wheat thins, Laughing Cow cheese wedge to go along with the crackers, and then little cheeses that I cut up and I put them on top of, or slid them onto one of these little food picks. And we've got grapes and blueberries in here. This is just a fun little ring, and I save these. So these are actually from like birthday cupcakes. I love to save these, and then they're fun little surprises to put in my daughter's lunches. And then some little Starburst jelly beans. So that's today's lunch. Today we have got some of the Costco. I picked it up at Costco. It's Stonefire brand naan. I think that's how you say it. Kind of like little bread things, and then some garlic hummus, and one of the Danimals smoothies. We call them yogurt drinks at our house. And then we've got some tomatoes and carrots in here, and I put some of the cute little food picks in there for the tomatoes, and then some more pieces of string cheese, and then the little cheddar cheese wedges with some more food picks in them. So I know the food picks aren't necessarily like necessary, but they're adorable and they make lunches a little more fun. My daughter always appreciates them. So that's what's for today. All right, today's lunch, we've got more of the little naan bread pieces, and this is kind of like a twist on a little like pizza Lunchable. So the pizza little non-dipper things, and then some pizza sauce, a spoon to use with the pizza sauce, some mozzarella cheese, some pepperonis, some carrot sticks, and then some fun little grape and blueberry skewers on the little food picks. And then I tucked a cute little food pick in right there. It's a cute little giraffe, and then a little treat for her lunch. So that's today's lunch, and then this little lid will go on top of this so it doesn't spill out in her lunch and in her backpack. All right, today's lunch is kind of a mix of lots of random different things. So I started up with these little bread pieces. Here, I'll show you what these are too. I found these at Costco. They're called organic garlic and herb bagel chips. So my daughter loves these and they're nice and crispy. And then I put some pizza sauce, so just to dip these in, kind of like a little Italian style snack lunch style thing going on. So then we've got some tomatoes and some carrots on a skewer just to make it look more fun. Technically food pick, but I always call them skewers. And then some pepperonis to eat, some extra carrots and a tomato. And then over here I used a slice of cheese as kind of a little divider, and I put grapes with little food picks and some blueberries on the other side. And then some of the cheddar and caramel popcorn as kind of a treat. And then I'll probably toss in like a Capri Sun or a little container of orange juice or something. So that's today's lunch. All right, today's lunch is kind of the most random mix of things, but honestly, these are my daughter's favorites. She calls all of these like a snack lunch. So I cut up some leftover chicken nuggets that we had for dinner last night into little strips and put a cute little panda food pick in there. And then we've got some garlic pretzel chips, one of the Danimals, yogurt drinks, string cheese, and then on top of it I put some little thin carrot slices. And then we've got some fun little grape skewers back here, and then a little Rolo thing for a treat. So that's today's lunch. All right, today's lunch is more of a breakfast theme. So I love themed things. I like themed meals. I like themed gifts. I like themed decor. So today's lunch is no different. It's got a breakfast theme. So I started out with some Honey Nut Cheerios in here, and then this little container is the perfect size for milk. My kids are not huge milk and their cereal fans, so this is the perfect small amount to fit in here. And then there's a spoon in there for that. A yogurt drink, a chocolate brownie Z-bar, and then we've got some grapes and some blueberries in there. And then with this lid popped on the milk, that's the perfect little lunch to take. If I was a kid, I would think this was awesome, honestly. And my daughter definitely approves. She already checked it out and she gave me a thumbs up for this one. So she'll have fun enjoying this lunch for sure. All right, last but not least, I just wanted to say, if your kid's lunch looks like this, please don't get down on yourself about that. Us moms and dads are busy. We lead busy lives. I know I work full-time outside of the home, and so does my husband. And so my kids' lunches do not look like all of the ones I just depicted in this video all the time. So I don't always have time to make little skewers with food pins, and I don't have, or food picks. My daughter calls them food pins. Anyways, my point is I don't always have time to make these like immaculate lunches and put a ton of thought and effort. Sometimes this is what they get, and that is more than okay. You know, my kids honestly don't care. They appreciate the little touches, and I'm glad they appreciate it. But please just know that you don't have to try to keep up with what everybody else is doing, and your kiddo is going to be fine if this is what they take for lunch too. So just wanted to throw that out there. I don't want to try to portray that, you know, everyone is able to, I don't know, make these beautiful lunches all the time. And then lastly, I wanted to also mention, this is so I bought this last year when I bought that little bento box that has all the cute dogs. So it's the coordinating the actual like lunch box. And so this thing has held up so well. My daughter used it for all of kindergarten last year. She'll be using it again this year for first grade. And it does have a strap too that goes across here, or it can hook on the sides over here, and you can wear it like a crossbody purse. It's got a little spot for a water bottle that can fit in here. And then on the inside, when I pack this for her, I put her ice pack in this little zippered part up here. And this is just here because it's covering up her name, since I'm not going to advertise what her name is. But anyways, I love these. I love their products, the Bent Go line. I highly recommend. I'll be sure to link their company in the description box, and I just can't say enough good things about them. Okay, so next I thought we would food prep this really super easy, simple, it's amazing for dinner or for lunch, this meal. So I bought this huge bag. It's 10 pounds of, I think 10 pounds of this frozen chicken breast. It was only 19 something at Costco last night when I went, which is an amazing deal. So I just thawed out two of the chicken breasts last night. It's been in the fridge thawing all day. You could also just use fresh chicken, but this is actually much cheaper than any fresh chicken I could find at the moment. So I've got a huge pan. This is, I don't know, that's the biggest like Pyrex. It's not a 13 by 9. It's a size bigger because I'm going to make extra vegetables. So this one, you just spray down the glass with some cooking spray, the Pyrex with some cooking spray, and then I usually like to cut up the chicken. Most of the recipes you can just like flop the chicken breast right in there, but I like to get more flavor and seasoning on each little bit of chicken, so I cut it up into more like bite-sized pieces. So you line chicken down the middle, and then I dump like an entire Costco bag of carrots down one side, and then 2 cans of green beans. You slice up butter into like little cubes, little pieces, and kind of sprinkle it evenly around there, and then you just pour 1 packet of this zesty Italian dressing mix. And there are lots of different brands of this. I brought the Kroger from Fred Meyer, but it's that easy. And then you just cover it with foil, and you bake it at 350 for an hour, or until you however you like it. But the vegetables get like so tender, and it's so tasty. It's definitely a pleaser at my house. Everybody likes it, and it's also really easy to make a huge pan of this, and then you section it off and divide it out over 5 days, and you've got 5 lunches packed for the whole week. So it's pretty cost effective. It's definitely easy and doesn't take much time, but it tastes amazing. So I'm gonna hurry and throw this all together and get it popped in the oven, and then I'll be on to my next task. Okay, so while our pan of chicken and vegetables is cooking, we're going to prep some of these salmon burger patties. I've never actually used these as like burgers, like put them on a bun. I'm sure they'd be delicious that way, but they're really, really good just as the patty, and then saves you some carbs. These have about 170 calories, but they've got 20 grams of protein, which is pretty awesome. And then I cook them in some coconut oil. So I'm going to get those like pan fried. I like to get them kind of browned on the edges, and then I add some garlic to them while they're cooking, and then I like squeeze some fresh lemon over the top like before I eat them. So these are awesome. Food prepped. I've done these for breakfast, like with like scrambled egg whites or just in my lunches. So you'll see what I pack using these things. So let's get these cooked up. All right, so our salmon's just about done, and we've got about 13 minutes left on the chicken and vegetables pan. So now I'm going to prep some egg white bites, and so that way when this stuff is done, I can just pop these in since they actually cook at the same temperature. So let's get these things all ready to go. This is like the quickest, simplest, and super yummy recipe, and I will make sure I link it in the description box so you can give it a try. But these are all the ingredients you need, and really low calorie, high protein, and they are delicious. So this amazingly tasty and fairly healthy recipe just cooks at 350 degrees for 1 hour, and that's it. Then it's done. So now I'm about to pop these egg white bites in the oven, and they cook also at 350 degrees, and it usually takes about 10 to 12 minutes, and it kind of depends on if you want your how firm you want your eggs cooked. So I mean, you could probably pop them out at 10 and be perfectly fine. I think I usually do 12 because I like them to be a little bit more firm. This Seeds of Change organic quinoa and brown rice mix is so awesome. You just pop it in the microwave for 90 seconds and it's done. It's a perfect base for any recipe like this. My kids enjoy it. It's got some healthy nutrients in it, but it's delicious. And I'll put that in, I'll put vegetables in, and then some type of meat, and it makes a super easy lunch. And then sometimes I'll pop like a couple of these in with a lunch as well. But these little egg white bites, they make a really good breakfast. They make a good lunchtime snack. And like I said before, they're low calorie, high protein, which is fabulous if you're trying to, live a healthier lifestyle and get more protein in. So super dynamic. All of these things are delicious. They reheat well. I just pop these in my Pyrex containers, and then they're easy to just microwave at work and enjoy. And so it's fairly simple and quick and simple to prepare, and then also quick and simple to pop in the microwave and then enjoy it at work on a busy day. So this one you just saw me putting together is obviously just straight out of the pan. It's the chicken, the vegetables, and then some of that quinoa brown rice mix. But you could also do the quinoa brown rice mix with some vegetables, and then add in some salmon, and then top it off with a little lemon wedge so that you can enjoy this as well. So like I said, they're fairly dynamic, which is really nice. All right, now it's time to show you that bento box style lunches are not just for kids. They're super fun to eat as adults too, and I'm going to show you a bunch of ideas that you can kind of mix and match things and create some really fun, enjoyable lunches. Let's get started. So snack lunches, that's what we call them at my house, are some of my favorites as well. It's not just a kid favorite, but in today's adult bento lunch box, I packed some blueberries and some grapes, 1 hard-boiled egg, 3 of the little non-dippers, and some garlic hummus, and then some tomatoes and carrots to also dip in the hummus, some cashews, and then one of these Premier protein shakes. That salted caramel is my favorite, or actually just caramel, I'm sorry. But this is a really good option. All of these things are healthy. It's a good, fairly high protein lunch, and it's super tasty and kind of fun to eat too. All right, next bento box adult lunch idea. So today we've got some grapes and some blueberries, some of the egg white bites that you guys saw me make just a little bit ago, and then I just rolled up some turkey lunch meat, and I like to use it and like wrap up string cheese in it and kind of eat it like a little like bread or a carbless wrap. And then we've got tomatoes and carrot slices, and then I love to keep these ranches from like restaurants and things. They're perfect for me and also for kid lunches, and the kids actually eat it more, but perfect size, and it's nice to tuck in there. You don't even have to worry about getting a dish dirty. And then again, we've got a chocolate protein shake today, so a really healthy, high protein lunch idea that's super easy and simple to throw together. All right, next today we have two of the little non-dippers, and these make a really nice little sandwich, so you can spread some of the Laughing Cow cheese on there. You may want to take like 4 of these and make 2 little sandwiches, but this Laughing Cow cheese is really, really good. Is like a spread instead in the place of like a mayo or something like that. And then some turkey breast lunch meat, some cottage cheese, some cashews, and then some vegetables. And then these Fit Crunch protein bars are so good, and they kind of taste like you're having a dessert. So also high in protein, really good for like the protein to calorie amount versus, you know, like a candy bar or something. So that's today's lunch. Looks pretty yummy. This next one, you kind of have to think outside the box, no pun intended. But I think one thing that I had to get over when I started packing these style lunches for myself is that things don't always necessarily need to be items that you would typically eat together. So it's like a grazing box or like a little snack lunch. So today's is wheat thins with 2 of the Laughing Cow cheese wedges. I love this combination. These two taste so good together. And then a little side portion of cashews, and then we've got a little container, like to-go container of peanut butter and a spoon to eat it with. And then some of the egg white bites, some blueberries and grapes, a little cheese wedge, and then one of these lime Chobani yogurts. These are kind of like my replacement for dessert because they taste so good. Anyways, it's another good, fairly high protein option, and like I said, it doesn't necessarily like sound like things you would typically pair together, but if you go into it with the mindset that it's something a little bit different, then you really don't mind the fact that they're like the randomness of them. So this one is one of my favorite go-tos actually, so there's that idea. Next we have got kind of a cheese and crackers Lunchable style thing here. So we've got some wheat thins, a little cheddar cheese wedge, and then some string cheese, and then 1 hard-boiled egg, some cottage cheese, and then some vegetables and some garlic hummus. So kind of a nicely balanced lunch, and very high in protein. All right, last adult bento box lunch idea for today's video. So in this one, this is kind of a unique idea, but it's super tasty. So these 4 little naan breads, I kind of turned them into little sandwiches. So I put these egg white bites, 2 of them on each little sandwich with a couple little slices of this Swiss cheese, and it's delicious. You can eat them cold. They're even better heated up, so the cheese kind of gets a little bit melted, but kind of like a play on a little breakfast sandwich. And then we've got some carrot sticks and some of the garlic hummus, some grapes and some blueberries, and then some cashews. So pretty quick, simple, and easy, but super duper tasty. I hope you guys noticed through all of these videos just how many combinations and variations of lunches you can pack with not really that many ingredients and not a ton of effort. So I encourage you to try some of these out, come up with some of your own ideas. I like to keep a master list in a notebook so that when I'm kind of strapped for time and stressed out on Sunday when I'm pre-packing a lot of these, I don't really have to put a lot of thought into it. I just kind of look at my list and decide, hey, that sounds good for this week, and then off I go. So hope you guys found some unique ideas and some things you'll try out yourself. All right, finishing off today's video in my messy kitchen that I just made a big old disaster with food prepping and meal planning, but anyways, it's all worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got even just like a little bit of food inspiration when it comes to lunches for your kiddos or lunches for yourselves. So I see all these great videos all the time on YouTube that are fabulous lunch ideas for kiddos, especially right now at back to school time. But I think sometimes we forget about ourselves as the busy parents. And so I know myself and my husband, we both work full-time outside of our home. And so meal prepping and meal planning and packing ourselves lunches is also super important, because otherwise we're running to grab fast food or something that's not healthy, and it's super expensive. So as a family that's trying really hard to eat healthier and be healthier, and also a family that always has tried to live on a budget as best we can, that's really important to us. So don't forget about yourself. Even if you're a stay-at-home parent, food prep and pack yourself a lunch. It will most likely keep you from eating stuff you shouldn't, and it'll help keep you on track as well. So if you enjoyed today's video, I hope you'll subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I've got tons of fun fall content coming up, and I can't wait to share with you guys. I will see you soon. Have a good one. Bye.